Today we're going to be looking at keeping the dog's claws a little bit shorter without the need for actually cutting. I know a lot of people don't want to cut nails and they can't get to groomers at the minute either. So what we're going to start to work on is a makeshift scratch pad. So the first thing you're going to need is a Tupperware lid and some nice bits of food. You're also going to need at some stage a sheet of sandpaper or some anti-slip tape that you can tape down onto kind of steps and stuff, but we're going to use it for this. So the idea being is, the reason why I use a clear lid is because the food, that in a minute we're going to put some food under the lid so the dog can see the food but not access the food. And what we're hoping for at that point is that the dog tries loads of different things to try and get the food out. One of which should hopefully be to scratch the lid. And as soon as the dog scratches the lid, you're going to mark that with either yes or good boy, good girl, whatever you choose, and then lift the lid out of the way so they can access the food. And you're going to repeat that again and again and again until the dogs realise that scratching this pot is a surefire way of being able to get the food. To start this exercise off, bits of food freely given to the dog. So the dog can actually get a freebie. So they think, actually, this is really good. And then all we're going to do is put a tiny little block in the way for them then to problem solve. So food is going to go down. Yes. And it's his job to try and offer different things to get that food out. Yes. In the early stages, just use a couple of scratches. It doesn't make a difference how long the dog's scratching for. Yes. It's just teaching them that as soon as they scratch, the quicker the food arrives. Stage 2 is just to add a tiny little bit of sandpaper to the top of that. Same sequence now. Food goes underneath. Yes. What we want the dogs to do is just scratch in order to get the food. And I'm holding off just a little bit longer. Yes. So that he uses both paws. Yes. So the next step on is to make the base a little bit more sturdy. Now that the dog has the element of scratching or understands what to do, just go ahead and stick a piece of sandpaper on a hard surface, so chopping board or piece of wood, whatever you choose. When you put the food down this time, instead of putting it right in the center of the plate, you're going to bring it towards the front, towards the dog. And all we want the dogs to do is just scratch the edge to start with, and you'll see a few practice runs that we've had with Mike on this one. So, same rules, food goes down just in front, and we wait for the claws to actually touch the sandpaper. Yes! And then he gets the food from there. Yes! And I'm going to hold out a little bit longer now to try and get both paws. Yes!